Mm. So, can you see the screen? Yes, sir. Right. Okay.
Recording in progress.
So, in customer retention, right, it's very important as we noted before, right? And basically, with customer retention, companies try to capitalize the customer lifetime value and also the share for it. Right. So, in retaining customer, actually, right, if we can retain the customer, so eventually, what we have as a company is creating a very loyal customer base, right? Loyal customer base. So, so basically, why companies want to retain the customer? Because loyal customers, so customers who are with the company for several years, they are usually more profitable than new customers, right? So why repeat customers? In other words, repeat customers are more profitable than new customers, right? The point that we highlighted today, right? As the first point. So why repeat customers or regular customers tend to be more profitable, right? So first, if you look at this diagram, diagram, so there's a base profit, okay? No matter whether your customer like to stay with you for 1 year, second year, third year, 7 years, or more than 7 years, right? There's a base profit, right? You can earn some profit from the customer, regardless of the time period the customer is interacting with you or transacting with you. But on that, right, there are some other reasons that make your regular customer, key customer, repeat customer, become more profitable. First reason is profit from increased usage. There you can see this, right, the orange color, profit from increased usage. If you can retain your customers for the second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, they use more and more of your product, right? Sometimes some other products as well. Okay, cross-selling, can you remember this cross-selling, upselling, right? So likewise, they consume more and more product of your company. So in that way, they contribute to the profit. Second, profit from reduced operating cost. As I told you, if the customer becomes a regular customer, he or she becomes well experienced customer. The customer knows exactly what to bring, what to do, what is the process to be followed, what is the role the customer has to play, what is the script the customer has to follow. Everything customer is aware. So what's the result? So customer makes relatively fewer mistakes when compared with new, less experienced customers. Right? So when regular customers make few mistakes, so that means the recovery cost is very low. Right? Even stating this regular customer is less expensive, as I told you before, the employees even don't ask a question from the customer. So when the employee, right, notice that the customer come inside, the particular employee exactly know what customer expect. What's the sort of hairstyle the customer expect usually? No need to ask. You know, 100 times, right? Operating cost can be reduced with experienced regular customers. Then profit from references, as we noted before. These regular customers, right? So why they have become regular? Because they are happy about our product. So they recommend the product to other customers, right? Reference. They build reference business. So that can reduce, spending money on advertising, to attract customers. So that can also add profit to the company. And finally, right, profits can be further enhanced by repeat customers through the price premium. As I told you, right, over time they become less price sensitive. They are willing to pay high, right, premium prices for better products of the market. So they tend to buy premium products, paying high prices. So that contributes to profit as well. So due to this four reasons, so today companies know the regular customers, repeat customers are more profitable than new customers. So that's why companies try to create loyal customer base. What happened? Loyal. This is what we call reload loyal. That is how companies develop loyal customer base. Again, right? So keep that this point in your mind. So don't think that companies try to develop loyalty with each and every customer, right? So we have to be practical. We have to be realistic. Now, for example, if you take a bank, the 60% of the bank customers actually they maintain very low deposit level. සමහරට තියෙන රුපියල් 2000 savings account. But they have been with the bank for last 10 years, 15 years, but they are less profitable customer. බැංකුවට එන්නේ එක්ක බිලක් ගෙවන්න නැත්නම් රුපියල් 2000 3000 මේ deposit එකක් තියෙන account. So do we develop relations with these customers? No, not necessary. So do we spend huge amount of money to buy equipment, to practice relationship management, softwares, right? Computer apps to develop relationship with these customers? No, it's right, not feasible. But again, right, we have to identify who are the key customers, good customers, right? Actually, companies classify customers as, I think this is familiar to you, the platinum customers, gold customers, silver customers. So they classify customers in terms of the profitability, right, to what extent they are loyal to customer brand. So the platinum customers and gold customers are the top, and they are very important. And so with these customers, actually, you try to develop loyalty and practice relationship marketing, right? So we have to be selective, right? හැම කෙනෙක් එක්කම loyalty වත් relationship marketing practice කරනවා කියන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. Right. So basically, the wheel of loyalty, how we can develop a loyal customer base, actually there are three components, right? So take 1, 8, 10, try to be familiar with this figure. 1, 2, 3, and there are supportive enable factors, the left side. Right. So as I told you before, to right, develop a relationship with customer, or they are creating a loyal customer base, the starting point is to lay in the foundation, right? First, we have to have a very sound foundation, even to practice relationship marketing or to develop a loyal customer base. The foundations, how we can develop the foundation, right? First, we need to do segmentation, right? We need to find who are the customers that we need to serve. Today, you know that mass marketing approach is outdated, right? So mass marketing means trying to satisfy each and every customer with one, right? So that was a very old approach in marketing, like Coca-Cola company. So they offered one Coke to each and every customer in the world, right? So that is outdated. Actually, companies can't do that. Right? So Toyota company cannot offer one vehicle to all vehicle users in the world. How we can do that? But today companies actually go with target marketing. So we discuss these things, right? Try to come in the next few sessions. Target market, that means we carefully select the right customer groups that we can interest, that we right? First, companies practice segment target market, right? And again, even within the target market, they need to analyze customers like who are the top customers and so on and so forth. So we can identify good customers and less profitable customers, right? And we need to pay more attention to the key customers like platinum customers and the gold customers, right? If we can develop this very loyal customer base, mostly with gold customers and platinum customers, so that's really right beneficial and rewarding to the company. එච්චර අපි ඉන්වෙස්ට්මන්ට් එකක් අපි දරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ අනිත් කස්ටමර්ස් එක. ඒක ඇත්තට is not cost beneficial. සමහරට අපිට එන benefit එකට වඩා අපිට system එක develop කරන්න cost එක වැඩි. So we incur more cost to develop the relationship marketing system. But these customers are not that much profitable, so net value is negative to the company. So why should we do that, right? But with some customers, actually, we have to set up these things. We need to carefully pay attention individually to these customers, right? So they are really important customers to the company. So be selective. And customer can be selective. Then and also manage the customer base like effective, like tiering side. That means, as I told you, we can classify customers like the platinum, gold, silver, likewise. So then we know which customers should get more attention of the company. Then company getting customer database in company customer call that service customer service customer whether the customer is platinum gold is indicated by the number. So when I get a call, for example, at the customer service center, so when I get that call from the customer, and the system highlight this is a gold customer, platinum customer, silver customer. Accordingly, I can change my response and treatment, right? And anyway, so you know that who are really good customers, not less important customers, but then you have to do the basics. You have to do the basics, right? You need to deliver really good quality service. You need to offer really good product, right? At least you need to make your customers satisfied. That's the foundation. Segmenting, identifying right customers that we can better serve, then tiering customers like different customer groups. Then we need to make sure that at least they are happy, we deliver really good service, we offer really good product, and they are happy. Right? If those things are okay, if those things exist, right, present, now customers are ready to come for a relationship with you. They are ready. If the basics are not there, right? At least you can make your customers happy. Even I mean that key customers, right? If you like the most prospective customers are not happy with you, you don't have the foundation to develop relationship or converting these customers to a kind of loyal customer. You can't even do that. That's why you have to have a very sound foundation. Okay? That's the first requirement. Okay. So when your customers are happy, they are delivering really good value, the value concept that we have discussed, right? If you deliver service quality is okay with these customers. Now you can now start creating loyalty or relationship with your customer. Loyalty relationship is both same concept. So when customers come to relationship, that means they tend to be loyal. That's why they happy to be in the relationship with the company. Right? So now we create now relationship with these customers. Right? First, we start from the right side. Okay. Now we are in the second compartment. Create loyalty bonds with the customer. Now they are ready to come to relationship, and starting with now we deepen the relationship with the customers. That's the starting point, right? So when the basics are okay, customers are happy. Now they are willing to come to relationship. Now you create a relationship, and now you try to first deepen the relationship with the customer. How we can do that? Now, if you want to now you go to new residence, you change your residence, okay? And when you go to that place, you are new to the area, and you want to develop a relationship with your neighbors. There are 2 or 3 neighbors. And now it's like first you can come to know each other by asking them what they are doing, what's their job, right? But that is not enough. You want to, first you try to deepen the relationship first, right? Other benefits you share later, but first you try to deepen the relationship, right? So how you can do that? First, right, mostly we try to do is that we invite these neighbors to come again and again, frequently to your place. So you go there. But from our side, we invite your neighbors to come again, frequently come to our house. Right? When they come right frequently, at least 2 or 3 times per week to your home, now what is happening? The relationship is automatically developing. Simple things. Same approach is used by companies. Right? So when they go to the salon, I'm using the same example, then you can easily understand it. First time I go to the salon, right? I feel that foundation is all right. Then the customer right? As a customer, I am happy. The setup is okay. I was properly treated by the service provider. Equipment's good quality. I'm also happy about I mean, for a basic just around 500 rupees. So later on, so second time, third, and now that the owner or the service provider need to coloring, hair massage, now based on the trust, because I trusted the service provider based on my few experience. Maybe 2 or 3 times I have visited, I'm happy. Basics are correct, okay? Now that person recommends me to go for other products, and in other words, Now the service provider invites me to come frequently to the salon. But now I go there services. So what is happening now? Automatically the relationship is deep by encouraging customers to come frequent to the company. That is what we can do first, deep relationship. Right? So later on, when customers come and they buy other products, they go for premium products. Right? Now I go for hair coloring, right? Hair different things, right? And now the service provider, right, reinforce me by giving various rewards by being a loyal customer. Now they develop bonds with the customer. The next level, bonds, right? Due to these bonds, you know that I enjoy the relationship. And sometimes I come to know that there is a more modern salon started recently. More post salon is there. I come to know that there's a new salon. But still, I prefer visiting my salon because due to these bonds. අලුතෙන් සැලුන් එකක් ආව කියලා මම එතෙන්ට යන්නේ මම ඊට වඩා මෙතන තියෙන bonds මට වටිනවා වැඩි. Right? So various types of bonds are used by marketers to reward the customer for being loyal to the company. Like they are given financial rewards like discount, special prices, as I told you before. Non-financial things like special parking facilities, all the parking lots, right? Parking lots like full, but the owners okay. You come right backside and you can park the next to my car, for example. Non-financial rewards, right? And if you when you become a regular key customer, you are identified as a platinum customer or the gold customer, and there are a lot of privileges for platinum customers and gold customers. Plus, like you are recognized by the employees, key customer, like the way they treat you every time, like you are treated properly with recognition, dignity. So you feel that you get more benefits by being loyal to this company. In addition to these things, sometimes actually these are like start with these sort of bonds, but later on, like if the competition become too fierce, competitors also use these bonds. So companies try to introduce more and more bonds, like higher bonds, social bonds. So they train and they encourage employees to become personal friends with the customer. Right? The friendships are developed with the employees and the customer. So maybe the service provider and the customer. Then the bonds, social bonds. Right? They invite for some other things, the owner or the service provider with their Thanksgiving. The key customers are invited by the service provider his home. Likewise, social bonds are created. Then sometimes like customization, as I told you, personalization, the service to you is special, right? And even sometimes structural bonds, right? Structurally, you are right connected with the company. Actually, that happens in B2B, right? Business to business environment. Your computer inventory system is connected with your supply chain system, right? So you are structurally bonded with your customer, likewise. So there are various ways that company can reward the customer over time. So now you are first you create relationship when the basics are okay. Customers are ready to come for a relationship. Thereafter, you maintain and you enhance the relationship through deepening, using different bonds, right? And so, in the meantime, whatever you do, sorry. So whatever you do, still some customers leave. So that's natural. There is natural defection of your customers. Maybe there are some new better competitors, better brands come to the market. So it is natural that some percentage of your customers defect, go to competitive brands. So therefore, while you try to develop relations with your existing customers, loyal customer base, you try to prevent the customer this what we call churn customer churn. Customer churn means some customers leave your company. They go to other competitive brands, right? So therefore, to prevent some customers leaving your company or going to a competitive brand, first you need to conduct a churn diagnostic and see and analyze why some customers still leave. What are the reasons, right? What are the reasons? And when you have a really good database, sometimes they give warning messages, right? For example, when analyzing the database of customers during in the last year, the customer has purchased a lot of stuff, but during the last couple of months, the customer has purchased very little from your company. So that can give you right warning. Something is wrong with this customer. He is about to leave, so do something, right? So we can do with this customer loss using two ways. First one is reactive. First one is proactive. Second one is reactive. Proactive means before customer leave, we do something. Right? So when there's a warning message or something indicating that customer is going to leave, so we can see what's wrong with the customer. We can rectify that, and we sometimes apologize to the customer. And we try to retain the customer. It's a proactive. Reactive means if customer wait after leaving, like lost customer analysis, as I discussed before, we try to again regain the customer, maybe by giving compensation, right? Not only apologizing, sometimes, for example, customer was not happy about the room that we have given last time. That's why the customer has left. So we apologize and we give better room, maybe other very expensive room category without any price. Right? So with that, we can again ask customers to come again to our hotel. Proactive way, we try to minimize customer churn. To do all these things, we have to have enabling factors like you have to have really good bunch of people, as we noted before, very friendly. Your relationships are developed by your employees. You may have the system, you may have the computer system, apps, right? But on the ground, the employees, right, the way employees respond, the way employees talk to the customer, the behaviors, gestures, postures, eye contact, everything can determine whether your customers are willing to come for a relationship or not. Right? So you can invest huge money on your computer system, information system, but all these things can fail if you don't have really good people. Right? And account managers mean sometimes for key customers, there are separate, dedicated employees to deal with each customer. Right? We call key account managers. right? So in membership programs, like loyalty programs, when you go to Kales, they ask for loyalty number, right? So by being loyal member, right, we get some benefits over time. And today, actually, this relationship practice, as I told you, and relationship marketing practice using technology, right? Companies' scope is widened, and those days, employees personally know the customer. But today, actually, customer base is very wide, and when I go to the customers, actually interact with different touch points. Right today, I come to one service outlet. For the first time, I see the employee. Next week, I go to another outlets. New, right, someone new is there to treat me. I go to the website, different touch point, like entirely different story there. So, same customer, same employee may not see the same customer again and again, right? But due to technology, right, when customer come to the employees in the database, all the information available to the employee. The employees know the name of the customer. First time the employees, you go to the customer, the employees in front of that employees, but that particular employees know your name. That particular employees know whether you are platinum customer, gold customer, or silver customer. That employees knows your hobbies in the database. That particular employee knows what you prefer to buy. Right? And sometimes they ask, sir, you haven't purchased this item. For the first time you go there. So the employee may ask you, sir, you haven't purchased this item today. Why you buy that? You can get surprised how this person knows me due to this CRM. Today, customer relationship marketing is practiced using information technology. Right? There are some softwares to enable customer relationship marketing. It's a computer-based system too. Right? So all these things are very important to create a loyal customer base. Right. So, so that's the end of, right? The market basic sense, some accuracy on the introduction, and I try to highlight some other aspects also in the first. So any questions, clarifications? Now it's already started raining again. Maybe noisy. Any questions, clarifications? At least now do you think that marketing that you thought is quite different from real marketing? The majority of you may like thought that marketing is just selling an advertisement, but the marketing is totally different. It's, today is not only art, it is a science. Even we can analyze the customer's brain, neuroscience, like neuroscience, and say exactly how customers make decisions. The marketing is becoming increasingly a science. So everything is clear, or at least tell me whether it is clear or not.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
So I hope others also understood the total picture of what I try to convey. What is marketing, what we are doing, right? What are the things that marketers try to do, what are the challenges they face, attraction, retention, right? The why loyal customer base is important. All these things we discuss in the first handout. And now I can move to the second one. So very briefly, because the time allocation for this unit is very limited. 5 sessions, right? only like 10% of marketing can be touched upon. Right? But I try to deliver the most important aspect of marketing to you during these 5 sessions. Because marketing is, it's not a subject, marketing is a degree. So, what we teach in during a 4 years degree program, right? We can't cover all this stuff within 5 sessions. Anyway, so different marketing management orientation, that is what we are going to talk now. Right. So when marketers go to the marketplace, right? So they take their product or brands to the marketplace. And when they do marketing in the marketplace, right, they are guided by some different philosophies, so kind of marketing thinking, right? So marketers are guided. We can't say that every market in the world is guided by one philosophy. There are different alternative philosophies that emerge, right, throughout the marketing history. I mean, during the evolution of marketing. So there have been several, philosophies, thinking, guidelines for the marketing. Right. So basically, actually, now if you look at all these, right, the past marketing, the evolution. So these are different marketing philosophies that have emerged during the last, several decades. The oldest philosophy is production philosophy. Then product philosophy became the dominant among the marketers. Thereafter, selling philosophy or the selling orientation. So these terms are same, okay? Orientation, so philosophy. We use interchangeably. Production concept, production philosophy, or production orientation, same. Product orientation, they emerge. Thereafter, selling orientation. And the turning point of the marketing, modern marketing, is the marketing philosophy. Right? The marketing philosophy. And today, actually, companies try to adopt societal marketing philosophy. And there is the very latest one, holistic, but I don't think that we can discuss that. Understanding these concepts, right, are more than enough to you. If you want, you can read, of course, holistic philosophy. Right? Go to Google and of course book, whatever you can get your knowledge, right? Now, actually, marketing philosophy, what you can is first we need to understand what's the marketing philosophy. Simply, that is what you think about the marketplace. What is your assumption about the marketplace? Based on the assumption, the way you approach is determined. Right? Now, for example, now you have a boss. What is your assumption about the boss? What do you think about your boss? Okay, let's take two perspectives. First, you think your boss is very friendly, open-minded person, kind-hearted person. Your assumption about your boss. Second, you have different assumptions. Let's take different opinion. Now you think your boss is very rude, hard, very difficult person, very difficult to deal with. Now, tell me, if your assumption about the boss is first one, not the second, the way you approach the boss is different, right? Of the situation is the second one. Then the situation is the second one. The way you approach the boss is now different because you think boss is very friendly and kind-hearted person. The way you approach the boss is now different based on that assumption. That is determined by your assumption. But total different approach may be used by you if you think your boss is kind of very, rude person, less friendly, it's a kind of hard nut, difficult to deal with. Same thing. If you think about the marketplace that your customers are really good customer, very friendly, the way you approach the customer is different. Then, if you think that your customer is good, less friendly, now you approach the customer in a different way. Okay, so now, so these are different assumptions about the marketplace, and accordingly, marketers determine how the market is approached. I'm not going to discuss each one more detail because we have very limited time, but very quickly. The production concept is the oldest one. So they are the marketers believe. Actually, this is the first scientific thinking in marketing, right? The marketers believe that customers prefer, that is the assumption about the market. The customers prefer low price products and widely available products. If your assumption about your customer is that, if your assumption about the marketplace is that customers
Recording in
people get
progress.
money after economics recovered from bad conditions after the Second World War. The people no longer wanted low price products. Then companies realized that customers are no longer interested in buying low price products. And thereafter they thought different. They thought customers prefer high quality products, better products. The products with more features, innovative aspects, that is what customers prefer to buy, not low price. So then marketers or companies then started to focus on the product, improving the product. During the production era, companies were trying to reduce the cost by increasing the production volume. But during the product era, companies' total focus was on improving the product. Quality, features, that aspect, this aspect. So apparently that seems to be better, but actually this production orientation was not successful because with production orientation, companies started to think too much on the product and they forget to remember customer need. That is what we call the marketing myopia. Marketing is a Latin word introduced by Professor Theodore Levitt, Harvard Professor Theodore Levitt. Right, so it's a very big problem, big kind of disease, right, in the marketing discipline. When you focus too much on the product, you fall in love with the product, right? You fall in love with the product. So eventually you take highly technical, highly sophisticated, according to Professor Levitt, so over-engineered product. That is not what the solution expected by the customer. So, a product එක පස්සේ දුවනවා customerගේ basic expected solution එක අමතක. You forget what customer expect the solution. You come to it, get into a trap. Paying too much attention to the product. You get into this trap. So can you, some of you might, can you mute your mic, please? Right, thank you. So that is called marketing myopia. Actually, product philosophy led marketers to suffering from marketing myopia. Right. So therefore, in that sense, product concept was also not successful. Right. They did not consider customer requirement, customer need. Then selling philosophy emerged. So then during that selling era, marketers believe unless you undertake very aggressive selling and the pricing campaign, aggressive selling and promotion, customers will not buy your product. So therefore, you have to focus more on advertising and sale. Then only customers buy. So that is also one era marketers believe. If they want to sell the product, they have to spend heavily on advertising and selling. Then any product can be sold. So that is also not the case. If the product is very bad product, right, sloppy kind of product, though they communicate or advertise the product, do we buy? No. So these three concepts actually not successful in the marketing history. But by 1950s, there was a turning point of the marketing thinking that is we call the marketing philosophy or the marketing concept. That's a turning point. Right? So why we call that as a turning point? Modern actually that is the starting point of the modern marketing. Right? The starting point of the modern marketing. So why it was a turning point? Because during the production era, companies thought by increasing the production volume, by reducing the cost, we can win the customer's heart. Customers buy our brand due to low price. Right? But that is not the case today. If you look at your mobile phone, have you purchased the lowest price mobile phone? Look at your wristwatch. Have you purchased the lowest price wristwatch? Look at your laptop. What about it? No, those things not correct with customer purchase behaviors. Right? During the product, companies focused on the product, improving product quality, features. Still, they could not understand customers don't want to buy a product. Customers want to buy a solution. It's a simple lesson that marketers learn after a long time later. Customers don't want to buy a product. They buy a solution. As marketers, what we do? We help customers to get the job done. That is what we are doing in marketing. Get the job done. Helping customers to get the job done. They want to solve some problem. So we are helping. So there's a very popular saying in marketing. Customers don't buy a drill. D-R-I-L. Drill. Drill hole. Customers don't buy a drill. They buy a hole. They want to have a hole. Right? Customers don't want to buy a better mousetrap. Listen carefully. Customers don't want to buy a better mouse. They want a better solution to the mouse problem. But those things were not realized by marketers until the marketing philosophy emerged. But in the marketing philosophy, for the first time, marketers realized they need to focus on not the volume of the production, not the product quality, not the selling and advertising, but on the customer problem, customer need. That is where they have to focus on. It's a turning point of now. For the very first time, the marketers realize selling, they are not selling a product. The marketers sell a solution to the customer problem. So let's come to the marketing philosophy. So these are the philosophies, right? And actually, the production philosophy, the origin practice, scientifically practiced by Ford company by offering this T model vehicle, same color, black color, producing large volume, and bringing the cost down, and they could offer the product at unbelievably low price. Customers surprised about this low price, but late on customers did not want to buy this one when they get money, when they get jobs. එමුගා කාර්තික ඉකොනොමිස් ඩෙවලොප් වෙනකොට මිනිස්සුන්ට සල්ලි එනකොට මිනිස්සුන්ට මේ low price low quality එකක් ගන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. They change their behaviors. That is not they want to buy, they want a better solution. Likewise, product philosophy, Martin myopia, selling philosophy, and the turning point of the Martin thinking is the marketing philosophy. So please read. It's really reading. So what does it mean? The marketing philosophy holds that achieving organizational goals simply if you want to earn profits. In a simple language, if you want to earn profits, right, that depends on knowing the needs and wants of the target markets and delivering the desired satisfaction better than your competitors. So with the marketing philosophy, companies tend to become more customer oriented, focus on the customer need, right? And according to this marketing philosophy, actually the success formula is if you want to earn profits, right? Simple success formula is customer tailored. Your product or your marketing strategy should be customer tailored. Customer tailored means that your product or whatever thing should fit the customer need. Plus customer tailored plus competitive enough. Competitive enough. So that is the simple success formula according to the marketing philosophy. Right? Your product should fulfill the need of your target market. That is not enough. When you operate in a competitive environment, you need to do something better than your competitor. Can you remember that value concept? Product value, service value, personnel value, image value, monetary cost, time cost, energy cost, cycling cost. So we need to outperform our competitors. We need to satisfy our customers out better than competitor. That means our marketing strategy should be competitive. Plus, customer tailored needs and wants. Okay. Actually, I prefer to use this being customer tailored centered right? Rather prefer to use market centered or market focus. Market focus means customer centered plus competitor centered. Both. Our product suit the customer need and we offer something better, something faster, something cheaper, something better than competitive enough. So that's the success formula according to this first scientific marketing thinking, actually the modern marketing thinking. Right? So so we need to know this marketing philosophy is very important. Right? It's a modern turning point of modern thinking, marketing thinking, and the marketing philosophy is based or developed based on 4 pillars. The pillars are right? We need to be familiar with these 4 pillars. The first pillar of the marketing philosophy is you need to take target customers, not each and every customer. You can't go to satisfy each and every customer. We call mass market. That is not the accepted approach. Like the T model vehicle Ford company, they offer one vehicle to all the customers. Same model, same color, only black color. So one model to each and every customer, all the customers, one model. But today companies know that is not possible. Customers are numerous. Some prefer to have family vehicle. Some prefer to buy sport vehicles. Some prefer to buy vehicle with safety. Some prefer to buy vehicle with appearance, status. So therefore, different target markets are there. We need to know which target market that we are going to serve. It doesn't mean that we are serving only one target market. Sometimes companies serve different 2 or 3 target markets, but with different solutions. Different solutions. Well, target marketing so that's why we need to thoroughly understand what are the different target markets in the market and which target markets are better prospects for the company. Based on our experience, based on the resources we have, right? Based on our core competencies as a company. So which target market should we focus on? Then, if we know that these are the customers that we are going to treat, so then we need to focus on their problem, their need. Right? What are the motivations behind purchasing the product by them? Customer need. Third one, to satisfy that customer need, the marketing department alone can't do that. Right? That the marketing should be properly coordinated with other departments. HRM, finance, operation, marketing, work together to make the customer happy. Right? Make the customer happy. ඒකනේ අපි අර කලින් කිව්වේ පීටර් ඩග්ලස් that said If you want to bring real marketing to your business, don't establish a separate department for marketing. So I highlighted that in the previous session. Right? So satisfying customer cannot be done only by marketing department. For example, you want to give a really good friendly service to your customers, HRM people recruit very rude people. How comes? How you can do that? Right? No way. So that's why, like, the marketing philosophy highlight all the departments, all the sections should work together cooperatively to satisfy customer, putting the customer at the very center of the business. Okay, department all the efforts should be focused on the customer. And finally, final one is, before you spend money on particular type of customer group, before you spend money on offering some product, so carefully analyze whether you can earn a profit. So profitability is one important pillar of the marketing philosophy. Profitability. Right? So these 4 pillars actually are very, Bulgar. These are the 4 pillars that the marketing philosophy is based on. Right? You have to serve target markets, not the mass market. You need to focus on the customer need, not the product volume, product or selling. The marketing department alone cannot do that. Everyone should work together to satisfy the customer and carefully analyze the profitability before you make the decision. Right? You should earn profits by serving customers. It's an exchange. It's not one-way business. You make your customers happy. In turn, you should be able to earn profits. In putting simple language, satisfied customer with the profit is simply what we understand as marketing. According to the marketing, satisfied customer with the profit. How? The better than competitors. That is the meaning of marketing philosophy in simple. Right? However, now this philosophy actually emerged in 1950s. Right? It's still very old. But if you look at the last aspect of the marketing philosophy, I mean the profitability. Now, this is what happened, right? If you want to earn profits, right? Some companies actually they satisfy their customers with their product and they earn really good profits. But these profit-oriented marketing practices cause several problems in the world. Several problems. And if I take few examples, right? Some companies actually they offer really good products that customers are really happy, but actually in the long term these products are not healthy, not good for the customer. For example, tobacco products, the liquor products. Customers are satisfied. That's why, like, whatever the tax government impose, still these customers buy tobacco products. They are happy, but in the long run, these products are very harmful to the customer. But according to the marketing philosophy, that's fine because customers are satisfied, you earn profits. Let's take another example. Some companies they offer really the products that customers are really happy, For example, let's take this shopping bags, disposable products. But in the long run, they are harming the environment. Harming the environment. So think of KFC, fast food brands, right? So short run, actually, we are really happy, right? With a really tasty product, but in the long run, not really. Some products harm the environment in the long run. Some products, again, we are happy about the products, we are really satisfied about the products, but may not be ethical. May not be ethical. For example, weapons, drugs, X-rated films, this adults only films. Not ethical. But they are really profitable. So therefore, the marketing philosophy is the best commercial philosophy. If you are only profit driven, the marketing philosophy is the best. But if you want to survive in the long run, thereafter we found another philosophy, what we call the societal marketing philosophy. So after defining, we can finish the lecture, we can discuss this next time, okay? And we can go to new topic. The societal marketing concept holds that companies' marketing decisions should consider consumers' wants. You need to satisfy customer needs and wants, and you should earn profits while meeting the long run interest of the people and the society. And simply you can understand using this plan. You need to satisfy your customers. Okay. You need to satisfy your customers. That's all right. By doing that, you need to earn profits. Otherwise, you can't sustain. You need to earn profit. That's all right. But don't forget the long-term social well-being of the people and the society. Try to maintain a viable fit between these three. In other words, right, you need to be a good citizen. You need to sacrifice some portion of your profit on the people and social well-being. That is what we call the societal marketing philosophy. It's a better version of the marketing philosophy. Right? And companies become more and more they adopt societal marketing philosophy by practicing various social initiatives like these things. they become very societal oriented business organization by practicing corporate social marketing, post marketing, post related marketing, corporate philanthropy, corporate community involvement, social responsible business practices. That is how they gradually try to become societal marketing oriented company. Not simply marketing oriented company, societal marketing oriented company. That means you earn profits in a responsible way. You earn profits in a responsible way. So that is what we call societal marketing philosophy. This is up to you. So we don't have time to discuss. You need to read and try to get to know what is corporate social marketing, cost marketing, cost-related marketing. So please read it. Right? So it's up to you. Okay, so with that, I in the session now. If you have any questions, clarifications, it's time to ask. Any questions, clarifications? Okay. So then, thank you very much. So in the session, then, so we have another session tomorrow. 10 to 6. So stay safe. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Recording stopped.